Gideon, we'll start with the protests. We've seen widespread protests across Israel at the Netanyahu leadership before, including quite recently. How significant are the latest ones? Afternoon.
It is significant, but only up to limited measures, because finally those demonstrations, as devoted and as impressive they are, they have no effect on Netanyahu. The protesters are not his political base, and he can easily ignore them. This is true from the beginning of the war, and it is true now. I want to put your attention to the fact that those people are mainly protesting for releasing the hostages and for the fall of the government. Only very few of them are protesting against the genocide in Gaza, and this is also regrettable. But in any case, it is still there. It is a comfort for the families of the hostages, obviously, that they are not alone, but a political effect they don't have.
What proportion of Israeli society do these protesters speak for, Gideon? Are they the voice of the majority?
I don't know. I mean, the polls show the majority of Israelis want to see the end of the war and want to see a deal now. So from this point of view, it is a majority. Does the majority of Israel want to see Netanyahu being replaced? It changes. Right now, there is a majority who say so, but this does not guarantee that in the next elections he will not be elected. So yes, it is a majority, but the government has a very solid majority right now. The coalition has a solid majority, and they can continue to do whatever they want.
Let's just talk about that strike yesterday, the latest Israeli strike on a Gaza hospital. 2 airstrikes several minutes apart, killing at least 20 people, including 5 journalists. What has the Israeli government said about that?
In this case, unlike all the other cases, and you can't isolate this incident because it's almost a weekly incident, if not a daily. But somehow, because of the international protest, this time in a very, very rare opportunity, the government regretted it and explained that it was not by intention, but it is totally hollow. Israel will continue to bomb hospitals, will continue to shoot journalists and medics and others. Nothing will change in the policy.
Do you think it's an intentional strategy?
It is a strategy of shooting anything which moves in Gaza in order to make Gaza an unlivable place. And if it's a journalist, it's a journalist. And if it's an aid worker, it's an aid worker. The idea is to make Gaza unlivable, to push all the rest of the people who survived this hell to the south, and then to offer them one of 2 possibilities. One is to stay in those concentration camps, or to leave the Gaza Strip. In good English, this is called ethnic cleansing, and it is a crime of war.